the that the rocket coming back to Earth. Hi everybody. I just noticed the camera's going. um, anyway, we're just talking about ideas for other videos. I guess today we're covering Young Justice and Shazam. And my thoughts on both. And yes, the astronauts came back from the space station. Yeah. Let's start with Young Justice. This was a good book. It's a shame the next story arc is going to be the last one. I was talking to the guy at the comic book store, Garrett, about. I've made no secret that I like Bart Allen even in my everyday life. You know, when I go to the comic book store and whatnot. And I told him my idea of what I would do with Bart and Valerie's relationship. Yeah. He said it was very sweet. I'd have her check on her, like, weekly. Just leave random notes at the diner. This wasn't a Bart heavy issue, but there is now a world where she is Wonder Girl, and they could address that in a Marvel DC crossover. Yeah. Scott Snyder and Greg Capullo now want to do it. Welcome to the club, Mr. Capullo and Mr. Snyder. Good luck ironing out all the continuity hiccups and trying to make it seem like the book could in fact take place in the regular DC/Marvel continuity, but this book is a good place to start. You could say that the shift in the balance which they're feeling is due to the rift coming on the 53rd Earth. I don't know. Something like that. But definitely for sure, I would like to see Bart as the Flash again, like you did with Barry in the original Justice League Avengers. Yeah. So I put a lot of thought into that. They say it's the final battle of Young Justice, but we all agree that my mom and me, we all agree that Young Justice isn't dead or done. I mean, yeah. And my favorite couple between the two, the Young Justice and Teen Titans crowd, would be Connor Kent and Cassie Sandsmark. Wonder Girl, and but that was kind of when they got older, or they could be the same age, and Cassie could have just shrunk, which, stranger things have happened. Like I said, Bart grew down. Yeah, it was a good book, but on its own, eh. That's my only word for it. Eh. I'd give it a 3 because I saw the ending coming, but that's only because I'm an old comic book mark. I've been picking up comic books for a very, very long time now. If a new reader picked this up and saw Cassie get cast out away from the rift and away from the pantheon of gods, they'd be sad. Almost as sad as I was when Bart originally died. Anyway, speaking of books that kind of affect the real life, I feel that's a nice segue into our next one. Shazam. This was a good book. It had beautiful artwork. It tied in real nice, like, with what the DC universe would look like if it were real. Um, it hit me um square in the feels because it reminded me of my own school experience. I had some crappy parapros, crappy teachers, but they're, what they didn't mention, yes, Miss Billy's teachers kind of mean to him, but there are good teachers too. The one he went to next hour, I guarantee, wasn't it wasn't the same, you know? It wasn't like, oh, I have to see you again. No, it was like, there are good people too. Yes, Batman has like this revolving door of criminals, but there are good people. I mean, even in the DC universe, they have Dr. Leslie Tompkins, and she's a good person. Other amazing things happen to them on the daily. I don't know. I guess I'd give this a 3 because it felt like it could go on, but at the same time, the one thing I would like to see is this teacher character coming back. And actually dealing with Billy on the reg, like they did with I don't want her to become forgotten like Bart's girlfriend is. Bart's girlfriend was Iris on the TV show before Iris on the TV show was Iris on the TV show, if that makes any sense. Because that character was naturally designed to be like that. And Iris is old fashioned just like Barry. Yeah. I'd like to see them work out their problems and maybe when the future God damn. I can never think of it when I'm on camera. Future state. Maybe when the future state Shazam hits, then we can deal with how this woman had her apartment burned down, and I mean she's never gonna find out he's Billy, but at the same time you could show that Freddy knows him. Because come on, he's Freddy. He'd totally brag. I know Shazam. I don't know. It was an interesting book, though. That's why I didn't give it a 2 or a 1. Or anything below that. You cannot take that away. It reminded me that as much as Marvel is the world outside your window, DC is the world you want it to be. And we all want it to be good. So, yeah. Next time, buckle your adult seatbelts. This. The Three Jokers. Be good to one another. Mom, pick up the mouse, please. Sorry, folks. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay. Bob out.